Why is it that Kamala Harris is improving in the polls? Well, we have a couple of explanations, and it has to do with how people see her. So overall, her favorability rating has increased 10 percentage points among registered voters in Pennsylvania in just 1 month. Just to give you one idea of a swing state, they just overall like her better, and that is good news. They're taking her very seriously, which is exactly what the Trump campaign doesn't want them to do. But when the Times and Siena asked people about particular characteristics of the president, the potential president, and they compared Harris and Trump, here is how the two shook out. So do they have a clear vision for the country? So Trump got 60% there, Harris got 53. I would say that on this one, does that mean it's a good vision? I don't know.
Exactly. I think that's so key, and we don't know. But yeah, I would agree with this poll. That is true. Like Trump has much more of a vision. I mean, it is like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch if lit on fire, but it's a vision.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like, history's dictators had visions. I don't want to live through it, but he got that one. Okay. Do you have the temperament to be an effective president? Harris is at 54. He is at 45. Now, bear in mind, none of these numbers are going to be like 90 because the other party gets a say. But she's up by 9 points on him on temperament. I think it should be bigger. I think that Donald Trump is a petulant, emotional little man baby, but she is currently winning, and that's good. Is honest, she's winning by 11 points. That's pretty important. I mean, people don't think that a lot of politicians are honest, and yet 52% do think that she is. Is intelligent, she's winning by 9 points. And I mostly mention this one because I really, really want Donald Trump to see it.
Yes.
I want him to see that they think the black woman is smarter than him, because I know that will ruin his day.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
But anyway, and we'll bring about the right kind of change. That one is almost tied, just 3 points aside. But look, this is not about policy. And yet I think these sorts of evaluations that people make of politicians are important, because especially for low information voters, they can't necessarily detail a platform for you, but they can tell you whether they trust someone or think that they're intelligent or competent or whatever. And I think that considering we're only a couple of weeks into her campaign, she's doing very well in these numbers and potentially still has room to grow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is there. She can only go up, which I understand. She's not doing a lot of interviews and whatnot, but she is doing these rallies, and that's where it matters. I mean, that's the other thing. It's like sad to say, but we here in California kind of know how this state is gonna go. I mean, I remember being in New Hampshire in 2015 and being like, wow, or 2016, early 2016, and being like, wow, this is what it's like to be in a state that people actually want to win. Like everyone's met different candidates. That's cool. What do I know in the most populous state in the effing union? Screw you, But so that's where it matters. It matters on the ground. It matters in the grassroots. And if she's rising in the polls, I understand why she wouldn't necessarily want to make all the interview rounds, but I would love to actually see what we're rallying around, what people are getting excited about.
Yeah, we've definitely been calling for that, and I agree. Being in a place where nobody really cares is tough. Best case scenario, we get to go to a rally when she swings through LA and does a show at the Forum or something to raise money, I guess. But I would like to go. I want to be a part of it, and unfortunately, we're in California, so we don't often matter. But anyway, the final thing I want to mention, and this is, I think, very potentially consequential. In this is Financial Times, University of Michigan Ross School of Business. They asked specifically who voters trust more on the economy, and she has narrowly eclipsed Donald Trump. Now, this is just one poll, but bear in mind, the Democrat had been trailing for months, and now she's narrowly up. The economy is one of the big, I think, pivot points of this election. If she can really improve her numbers there, then that's going to make it a lot harder for him, and so you like to see that.